G'day guys, and today I'm going to review the game which is between Geelong and GWS. This one was at Manuka Oval, and a very nice win, a nice response by the Cats, winning it by 53 points, and responding pretty well after what was probably a disappointing loss to the Dockers the week before. And I was pretty nervous going into this game, thinking Giants on a bit of a hot streak against the Crows. They won significantly over in Adelaide. I thought, okay, well, maybe they've got their spring back in their step, and anything but that was the case. They just kicked 4 goals. Credit to Geelong's defence. They obviously missed a fair few, but we also missed a fair few, as you can sort of tell, without 16 behinds. But yeah, started off the game, quite well. 4 goals in the opening term, and yeah, we had sort of decent control. Pretty much for start to finish, it was never really too much hard work. The Giants sort of hung in there for a little bit. We had a lot of field position in the second term, and I think we had 17 in the high 50s, but only kicked a goal. So I was a bit frustrated that we couldn't really make them pay full toll. And I think the scoreboard, funnily enough, flatters them a fair bit as well. Obviously, they missed a few. We missed a fair few, and some that even didn't score that were possible scores for Geelong didn't go through. So I mean, it could have been incredibly ugly, but either way, I will definitely take a 53-point win. I tipped the Giants to win this game, so I was thinking they're in great form. You obviously have a bit of a bias for the team that wins really well, and if you lose, you look at the team that wins in much of a higher light, and it's always doom and gloom after a loss. It's never going as well as it's never as good as it seems, never as bad as it seems. So, yeah. But nonetheless, though, we were able to sort of get the game on our terms and for long periods of the game, and really, Giants had some chances in the third term, but we found a way, and it wasn't really a lot of pressure from the Giants, and it was a pretty low tackle game, as we'll see in the stats, I'm sure. But yeah, our handball game was really good. We got it on the outside, and we torched them on the outside when we did get that run and overlap. Giants didn't really chase us down too well, and we're able to sort of move it forward methodically, and conversely, when they moved it forward, backline really stood up. Took some really good marks in D50, and stopped a lot of forays forward, and possible scores with some really good defending, and that all comes off the back of decent pressure in the midfield, and a little bit up forward as well. But it was a pleasing game, and obviously a lot of contributors on the ground. Even doing the votes was sort of pretty tricky, but I eventually nailed down my 3-2-1. Lots of scoring shots again, lots of inside 50s. We're able to sort of make it really difficult, and GWS was spending a lot of the time defending, and they didn't really execute as well as they would have liked. We did a lot of we did a fair bit of intercept work there, which is really good, and we obviously didn't take all of our chances, but we took them generally when it mattered, and responded pretty well. I don't think we've lost 2 in a row since 2018, so that's quite pleasing, and blooding some youngsters in the side as well. Without the captain, it's a really good effort. Paddy coming back in, and definitely some pleasing signs, and I probably need to get a bit more level-headed with wins and losses. Obviously, after a big win, you think anything's possible, but looking at the overall scheme of things, tracking nicely, looking to be, I'm still trying to figure out where we are, and I think a lot of teams are in the same boat, but clearly there's 3 teams that are right in the window of contention, and then there's about 7 other clubs that could be, sort of in that top 4 bracket. No one's really putting their hand up yet, but there's a lot of teams under that group of the top 3, so 3-horse race at the moment, but that might not be the case by season's end, so see how that all goes. But impressed with just our ability to sort of move the ball around the ground. Played sort of that methodical style we played in the past, but also took it on when it was the right time, and made a few mistakes here and there, and probably just one thing we need to improve on is that kicking efficiency inside 50 and just conversion on goal. Pretty inaccurate overall. Tough conditions there, and as you can see, the Giants also struggled, and it exemplifies really good pressure alongside potentially potentially conditions. Was quite cold down there. So yeah, that was pretty much a wrap of the game anyway. So 53-point win. I thought I was going to have danger game written all over it with Hogan and Green. They hadn't played the last few times together, I don't believe, and I think it says a bit more about the Giants than anything that they're trending down, and they probably need a rebuild very shortly. So don't know if Leon's the man. We'll see how it all goes, but we have plenty of the footy. 80 more disposals, lots of kicks, lots of handballs. Inside 50s, we were able to keep the Giants sort of to a pretty low number there. Looks like they average about 50, and we kept them 43. We get close to 60 every week, so we get plenty of supply, which is nice. It's even better when the supply is quality. Then Hawke and Cameron can have have a big day together. Disposal efficiency was pretty decent, and what I forgot to mention before, what I loved was our pressure and our ground ball. It was a real sticking point last week, and against the Dockers, they feasted on the ground ball. We couldn't make them accountable there, but on this occasion, I really liked the way we were able to sort of grab the ball on the deck, around stoppage, sort of after that quarter time, half time. That Giants had a bit of ascendancy there, and we were able to readdress that and ensure that we could actually get the ground ball and contest the ball, and it's obviously the most important to get that footy. Efficiency inside 50, so much better than obviously previous. Free kicks, Giants got a few more. Hit-outs, they added a bit more ascendancy going their way, but it probably not really to their advantage. Probably didn't make full toll of it. Clearances were relatively even. Giants just getting the job done there. Contested ball, I'm surprised. We lost, but hey, I'm okay with that. As long as we just lose it and don't get smacked in contested ball. But this is where we were able to get the Giants on the outside, taking it in the contest, outside the contest. We were able to just get time and space. So, good work and good positioning from our side. I don't think the Giants really applied a lot of pressure, and probably do need to take a good look at themselves and get some pressure sorted out on their end to, negate Geelong's 61 inside 50s. Pretty hard to win when you're conceding 60 inside 50s. Didn't turn over as much as the Giants, which is a nicety, and absolutely packed the marks today. 141, that's a lot. I feel like that's not quite a record, but that is a lot of marks, so I might check that. Got a lot of the footy, maybe a few cheapies, but I thought we were good in that department. Marks inside 50 was nice to watch. Contested marks, even Stevens. But on the goal kicking front, 15 scoring shots to 28 in front for the whole game. And out tackled as well. Oh, geez, that's pretty ugly reading for the Giants there. We had 80 more disposals, and how many more tackles did we have? Geez, right down the bottom. 3 more tackles, and we had 80 more disposals. So, the Giants clearly didn't have their work rate happening for them this afternoon. They're a little bit lazy, I think, and no good. No good for mine. So let's have a look at the team stats and into actual stats for the Cats. 3 votes. I'm giving to Mitch Duncan. I gave Mitch a bit of a whack in the AFL Q&A, and he's responded. So excellent job, Mitchy, my favourite player. He got 33 touches and took 12 marks, nearly 400 metres gained. He had the ball on a string in the first term. He had 16 touches. I thought he set up really well. He was using the ball, immensely well, very effective with it, and I thought he was back to some of his best footy. So Mitch gets 3 votes for mine. There's definitely going to be some players and guys you'll probably go, how could you not possibly give a vote to so-and-so? But I'm only doing 3. I'm not doing a top 5. 2 votes, I'm going to Jeremy Cameron. In probably what was somewhat of a low-scoring game, and tough game for goals. He kicked 5 goals, 12 disposals. He took 7 marks, a couple of tackles. I gave him the 2 because I thought he was an absolute handful. The Giants didn't have an answer for him. They changed around opponents. I think they put Taylor onto him after, trying to think, I think it might have been Keith, might have been on him early on. And yeah, man, he kicked more goals than the Giants. So I think that's a pretty darn good effort. And yeah, look, he was, with just 12 goals kicked, he's kicked almost half our score. So I think, definitely, definitely give him a good rap there. Maybe not quite half, but he kicked almost half our goals is probably a better sense. So yeah, 2 votes to Jeremy Cameron, and the 1 vote I'm giving to Mark Blitzarves. Blitz would have been thinking, no, you can't possibly not give me a vote over the last 2 weeks I've had. I've been amazing. And look, he definitely racked up a bit in the last quarter. He got 12, I think, in the last quarter when the game was dead. But I thought they kept going on about how good Bruce is and how good Flynn is and how they were going to wear him down. Well, Blitzarves always would have had him for pace and, maximum damage, 25 touches, 7 marks, 8 tackles, 21 hitouts, 8 clearances, 500 metres gained. So let's see how big Brucey went. Well, he's actually quite high up, but yeah, so 31 hitouts, a couple of clearances. Yeah, I suppose a few goals. This is not bad, but yeah, I felt like Blitz played the better game, but no goal assists. So, and I think those would have just been from ruck hitouts in the forward 50, which Hawkins takes anyway for Geelong. So, read into that what you will. I think Blitz was better. Stengel, very stiff not to get a vote. I thought he was brilliant. He kicked 3 goals. He had the 20 touches, 6 marks, 5 tackles, nearly 500 metres gained. And what I love about him, he just constantly gets 15 touches plus. He constantly kicks, multiple goals a game, and he tackles most importantly. So he runs up to that wing as well and provides that sort of high half forward option, kicks goals and applies pressure. So he kind of does 3 things, I reckon. And he's been an excellent inclusion for the Cats. Zach Guthrie played a really good game. He kicked a goal, 23 touches, 12 marks. He absolutely racked it up. Got a tackle in there as well. Lots of metres gained. His brother Cam got 25, 6 tackles in there, did nicely. 1 clearance, interesting. I wonder if he was playing on ball. Looked like he was. Tui quietly racked up 28 from the back half. I thought he was good across the ground. Mentioned Jeremy Cameron's performance. Stewart, I think it's good when Stewart's not getting 30 touches and taking 15 marks. I think Stewart not absolutely dominating is a good thing because that means in the back half way too often. But again, he just gets 23 and takes 11 marks, which is excellent. Down back is super reliable. Narkle was solid today. Kicked 1 goal, 2, ended up with a goal in the last quarter, which is nice, and 19 touches. Dangerfield was really good. Back to some of his better form. He was quite composed and wasn't going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, which was nice. 28 touches for him. Good return for Patrick. They put no time into him, but that's fine. O'Connor, I thought, was one of his better games for a while. 21 touches, and just the way he sort of moved and ran was good to see. Cole Jasny isn't normally up this high on the list, but he got also 21 touches, 6 marks next to his name. He's a really good tackle as well, so Cole played well. Smith kicked a couple of points, 21 touches, and his run and dash was really good once again, nearly 600 metres gained. Atkins, love his courage and his ground ball ability in the D50, so it's quite valuable for us to be able to pick the ball up in the back half for us. Parfit got 20 touches. He was solid, I thought, throughout the game. A couple of clearances in there, a few tackles and whatnot, so all that good stuff. Who else have we got? Nevitt got 15 touches. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone so far. Nevitt got 15 touches on debut. Went for the barrel after the siren. A couple of clearances in there. So, I thought he was nice. Probably a few shaky moments early, but promising signs nonetheless. DeConing loves a handball. He doesn't like a kick, but look, he was brilliant today. 8 marks, 17 touches. He's going to be a future star, and he's already playing some amazing footy, holding down that position at fullback. Hawkins pretty quiet. Probably played a lot of selfless football though, I'm sure. He kicked 1 goal, 11 touches. Yeah, just a bit quiet off his lofty standards. Got a goal assist in there. So yeah, not stacks on the stat sheet, but probably did some nice things, I'm sure. Myers concerns me. Look, he got a bit of the ball, but I don't think he really hurts you with it, and I don't feel like he's been doing a lot with it. But yeah, nonetheless, I mean, I'd rather him in the side than Dalehouse and Higgins, but also needs to live. Close was, yeah, he was handy. Kicked a goal, a nice goal early on in the game when it was hot. 12 touches, normally gets around that 12 to 16 touches a game, and yeah, just always love the way he goes about it. Cooper Stevens has to play next week. He was really good. 19 touches, got a few handballs in there. Is that 4 clearances? So yeah, he's a contested beast. And yeah, also got a goal assist as well. So get him amongst it. Frank the Tank and Francis Evans. He was pretty quiet. Hopefully they keep him in the side, but just not really sure if they will. They might just rush Dalehouse back in. I heard he got 24 in the VFL, so they'll rush him back in. But you got to give Evans, 4 to 6 weeks to kind of see, what kind of player he can be. But he had a really good half following the first term, which is excellent. Not much after that. Buse unfortunately went off with an injury. Was playing on Toby Green and did a good job, but only got the 1 handball and must have been behind him because he got -1 meters for the game. So that's all to sort of wrap up on the review side of things. I believe we've got the Saints next week, and on before 4:30 at Marvel Stadium. So it's funny, I look at this 2 weeks ago and I go, oh, geez, yeah, the Saints will probably win, and we'll probably be 4-5, and now all of a sudden we're 5-3, and see how the Saints go this weekend, obviously. But yeah, I'll give us a good chance. I think, I don't know, Saints at Marvel are very dangerous, and we'll kind of see how that all plays out. But I think they've got some weapons, they've got some speed. They're pretty dangerous up forward. Just a matter of can we go with their run and carry and stop those goals out the back or whatever they sort of rock up with. They're obviously a much more seasoned outfit, and hopefully don't cause us too many dramas. But it's going to be a very tough game. I'll be just leaning towards the Saints slightly, but yeah, I probably should back us in a bit more as well. I do tip against us a fair bit, but also I don't know where we're at half the time. But yeah, so what do we got? Don't want to go to teams. We want to go to Geelong and GWS to sort of round out the review. So yeah, a good response by the Cats. Hopefully, so it takes us to 5-3, where we're sitting on the ladder at the moment. We will sitting 5th at the moment, which is probably about representative of where we're at. We might slip into top 4 by the end of the season if we continue sort of that type of footy. But at the end of the day, I just want a game style that's going to stack up. I want our stars firing when it matters. That's the thing I care about, because we've finished top 4 for many years, but not being able to sort of go all the way in September. And it's going to be about having health as your best player, as David King says, and it's super true. Generally the healthiest lists are the teams that will normally rack up the most wins and be in the best form. So if Geelong can keep up that quicker game style, get that ground ball fix up their conversion on goal, and keep that consistency up, blood some youngsters, who knows? But anything can happen. Likely might still see the same thing year after year, but we'll wait and see. But a good response nonetheless. I wasn't expecting a near on 10-goal win. But yeah, Cats got over the top of the Giants, 53-point winners. Guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to give the video a like and hit that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all joining in for the journey. And take care. I'll see you guys all on the next video.